Hello, guys. It's Will Lisil here. I'm from the UK, and we have a new independent artist today, but it's someone I know because I'm just keep going, just checking his work since a year ago, and then it was only his project was only one single, and now it's a complete album. We are talking to Thomas Bernard Howard from the USA, from New York. Is it New York, Thomas? Let me know where you are and who you are for our audience.
That is correct. It is New York. Also, it's nice to talk to you again. Um, so I'm Thomas Bernard Howard. I'm a new artist in this sort of indie shoegaze, like melodic pop rock genres. And I released a single in May, and then I released six more episodically. And now at the end of the year, I'm going to be bundling them on a proper album and they'll finally be together and the story will be complete. So I'm excited.
Are we talking about seven singles,
Yes,
seven tracks in this album?
that's right.
And I'm curious about the strategy you are doing. So, are you releasing every month a new single, a new track, or it's full album straight away?
So it was initially it was uh, since the month of May in 2023, I have been releasing a new single every month. And my thinking with this was I didn't want to, as someone who was completely new and hadn't released music at all, I didn't want to just release a body of work with never having released anything before because really no one would see it. So what I did was I released singles episodically, like chapters of a book, trying to build a little bit more familiarity and trying to reach my market.
Mm.
And then at the end of the year, I will be releasing them um, as an album. And really, I wanted to release it as an album first. It's just that the only thing that was holding me back was I should probably, you know, try to build an audience first. So that's sort of
Great.
why I did the album second. But it's the same songs, so just putting them on the album.
Yeah, great, great, great. But this is a good strategy, especially if you started building your audience together with releasing the songs, because
Right.
normally the artists they already have an audience, let's say like
Yeah.
5,000 followers on Instagram, 1,000 followers on YouTube, and then they release something, and you did something differently, and I guess it's because your friends told you, oh, the music you are making is nice, you should start releasing it. And then you just started releasing it from nothing, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's pretty accurate. I had a friend um who I think I actually mentioned her in a previous interview.
But
And
I want you to talk about that again. That's why I'm mentioning it.
oh, yeah. So my friend Sophie, basically she's been in the industry for a while and she saw some of my videos on TikTok. I went viral a couple of times and she basically said you should like start producing your own music. And then I was like, huh? And then she was like, yeah, no, just do it. So I started, and the rest is history. She
That's
got me
great,
into
man.
it. She got me into production because her whole thing was you can't wait for someone. And this is something that actually is kind of crippling of many young talents, I'd say, nowadays. You can't just wait for a producer or for a manager or for some sort of talent scout to just whisk you up and make it all work. Like you, maybe that works for some people, but it's actually a very small group of people that actually works for. And there's a bunch of reasons for that. For most of us, we have to be well rounded artists with vocal skills, production skills. You know, you have to be well rounded. And she sort of sat me down and and she got me into the right mindset. So I started.
That's great, man. That's great. And I agree. I totally agree. For everyone thinking about start a new career, or especially the independent music industry, um, we should just start. Just
Yep.
start with what you have, and you are gonna find your audience. And it takes some time, but don't worry about numbers. Don't worry about followers. This is just numbers. Just worry about the quality of your music. And one simple thing: every release try to overcome some obstacles and make something better, and this way you are going to improve yourself, improve your the quality of your work, not competing with anybody else, just with yourself. This very healthy, you know, especially for artistic work, and I'm sure it's gonna be satisfactory at the end, you know, especially this is a very good example. Starting with one single, after almost a year, you have a complete album with 7 tracks ready on your portfolio and ready to be discovered. So I'm gonna just comment about your social networks. So for everyone who wants to check about Thomas Howard's work, just go to YouTube, all social networks, Thomas Bernard Howard, same name, Thomas Bernard Howard, uh, and X or Twitter, Thomas B. Howard. Only X is different, but all social networks, YouTube, Spotify, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, Thomas Bernard Howard, especially Spotify. And talking about Spotify, can we go to your Spotify now?
Yeah, please. Yeah, that'd be
Let's
great.
go then.
So you'll see in the discography, you'll see Rose, which you saw before. Then you'll see the six others that followed.
Great.
So that's popular. So that's not chronological, but in the discography, they'll be in the correct order, I think.
Right. So I can just open here. Maybe it's gonna come the correct order. Is it right?
Yes, it is.
This is better. So
So that's
this is the album rows. One, two, three, four, six, seven, and yeah, correct.
those are
The
the singles, of course, and then the album will come out on the 31st, and then it'll be two separate things on the Spotify page. One will be the album, and that's the singles that we're looking at.
so it's after tomorrow,
Yep,
31st.
yep.
And why 31st? The last day of the year.
Because I
Is it
wanted
something?
to, I wanted to complete the album in this year.
Oh my God! It's like wow.
Just in
It's,
time.
it's in the edge
Yeah,
of 2024.
I know. So,
That's
but like
amazing.
technically, it's like, hey, I finished the album in 2023.
I told you it's the last day, last hour, last second, but it's done.
Yes, and I think there's something kind of special about like I it's definitely not something that most artists would do. I think that's not like the most commercially savvy choice. Like the last day of the year, that's kind of weird. A lot of people would wait until the first quarter of the next year, but like for me, it has meaning because it's like it's I don't it just feels like completing the story. Like Rose was a 2023 story. I would have felt very not like artistically satisfied if I was like, oh yeah, this whole thing happened in 2023 and then I just released the album in 2024. It wouldn't feel right for me.
Okay. And what about the first single? It was Rose, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. And it's in the correct order then. Lucy, Flame, Diamond, Blood, and Guts.
So no, this isn't the correct order for some reason because that's sorted by popular,
Oh, okay. Yeah, you told me.
but the correct order would be
This one?
yes. That's the correct order. And then I
Right.
think on the right, if you scroll, it'll show rows. I'm not sure about the user interface here, but
Maybe this one.
that's correct. Yeah,
Okay.
that's the discography. Yeah,
So
that's correct.
we saw we listening to Rose, the the first interview we had, and it was in May 23, right?
Yes, May
Okay,
26th, Friday.
okay. Then we have in June Flame. We checked this one too, right?
We listened to, at the time we spoke, that hadn't come out yet. So we looked at a couple
Oh,
previews, and we'll look at some of that promo content a little later. But so we hadn't listened to this full thing yet. We just heard a little bit of it.
we are going to start exploring here because then for all those discovering Thomas right now, start on Rose. But for us, that we already know Rose because we
We
are,
do, we do.
we are like VIP.
VIP
Music just comes
Insider.
to us first. It comes to us first. So we are the VIP team, and now we're going to explore Flame and Diamond, Blood, Lucy, and Star and Guts.
Yes, yes.
Okay, let's go then. Oh, is the cover yourself? Your hair?
Yes, every cover is me. Yeah.
That's nice, man.
Thank you, thank you.
What about this long hair? Is it there? I can't see the long hair. Where is it?
It's right here.
I want to see that now.
Oh, okay. Well, the lighting is, it's not going to look like that because I don't have the sun shining in my hair, but okay, we can, I'll try to do it in a way that doesn't make me look weird.
Do you
So
want
here
to
it
make a
is.
donation?
Here it is. Here's
You
the
want to
long
make a
hair.
donation? A
What'd you say?
donation? You want to make a donation for me?
Oh.
A hair donation.
I didn't yeah, yeah, that's I didn't realize that was going to happen. Sure.
Uh,
Sure.
oh man, you are looking like a rock star. So it's not the kind of music you are doing, right?
No, I mean, I think there are some elements in what I'm doing that are sort of like rock style, and then,
Mm-hmm.
but
Shoegaze, for example,
what do you
guitar
say?
riffs, etc.
Sorry, what'd you say?
Some guitar riffs, etc.
Yeah, yeah. There's some guitar licks, and at some point, like in Rose, there's like there's a, it's a dirty Strat guitar or something, so it's like, it has like that, like guitar like distortion, like that nice sort of character. But and then in Guts there's some rock elements, and in Flame at the
Oh,
end there's some rock elements because I belt a little bit. It's just very in the background.
okay.
So
It's not totally rock, but there is rock elements in most of those tracks. We are going to
yeah,
explore now.
there's always a little something going on.
Great. And just for understanding about the music style, I understand that you are mixing music genres, and I find it amazing because it's innovation, it's optimization of what we have in the marketing. Okay. And just for the audience understanding, you are mixing rock with what?
Shoegaze, dream pop, slowcore. Thank you, first of all. Thank you for your kind words on that. But yeah, it's like this weird hybrid of ambient pop, shoegaze meets there are rock elements, and then maybe plus there's a contemporary element to it, and then there's something else too. It's very dramatic. It's not like, and I sort of have been thinking on this. It's not like cigarettes after sex, like in that it's cool and aloof. It has sort of that soundscape, but it's very dramatic. So it's like, I don't know. It's like the dramatic version of dream pop, which I don't know what you'd call that. Oh, heads up. I can't hear your microphone.
Let's say it's dream pop, because dream pop uh, brings a lot of elements from electronic music and also from mix of genres
True.
normally. So I think that defines your music style. But you are very, how can I say, versatile. So I think the only way is going to your Spotify, go into your main profile and follow the artist
Thank
Thomas
you.
Bernard Howard, and you are going to discover what is that about, because he is just an artist, and artist has no limits. This is art. There is no right or wrong. You have to go follow the artist, click those songs, explore, and send those songs to your playlist. And also, you can see here on the screen, on the footer, you can go to all social networks, Instagram, Facebook, Spotify, TikTok, Thomas Bernard Howard, and also X. That's the only one is different. X, the former Twitter. Thomas B, letter B, okay? Thomas B Howard. It's B for Bernard. Thomas
Yes.
B Howard on X. All the other ones, Thomas Bernard Howard. Great. So let's go there to Flame and check it out. Can you hear it?
I cannot.
You cannot hear it.
It doesn't look like it's playing either. Like the seconds aren't passing.
I'm gonna refresh it then.
Okay, I'll probably do it. Yep.
I remember that day I was on my way, then I was surprised to see you there. I never found out something in my head told me that from then I'd be here. Sunshine and rainbows, don't they go together? And I'll show the world with my true colors. How could I come in with you there by my side like my faithful companion? Maybe we should go and light a match for our friends and toast all the love we had. Sunshine and rainbows, don't they go together? And I'll show the world with my true colors. I'll give you like you gave to me. I'll show you like that Sunshine and rainbows, don't they go together? And I'll show the world with my light true colors. Sunshine and rainbows, don't they go together? And I'll show the world with my light true colors.
Yeah, that is Flame.
Okay, okay, okay. And we are talking here about something so relaxing.
Thank
For
you.
real?
Um,
For real.
Flame is fun because it's sort of it has that relaxing sort of
Vibe.
meditative quality, but it's actually a very angry song. Uh, it's written so that it can be interpreted from two distinctly different points of view.
Okay, let's go to the lyrics then, because now you are talking about something that is totally different from the vibe of it,
Correct.
that's very relaxing, and
Correct.
the lyrics that it's about something that's, as you said, it's angry.
Right.
Why? Why is that way? Is it intentional?
Yes, I engineered it so that as I sing, sunshine and rainbows, don't they go together? As I sing that endearingly, it could mean two very different things.
Okay, don't they? Okay, okay. Sunshine and rainbows, don't they go together? That's a very nice analogy. I wasn't
Thank
thinking
you.
about it.
Thank you.
So,
Yeah, it's nothing bad, of course. It's just, we all express ourselves differently. And Flame, for me, I wrote the album of Rose and Shades of Red. Rose was the shade of love, or rose. It was that deep, beautiful burgundy shade of red. Flame is orange, and flame is just fire and fury and passion is what flame is. And it may be a little misleading because I'm like sunshine and rainbows. It sounds like I'm happy, but I'm actually very, very angry. It's a simmering rage. It's like a simmering rage. Instead of screaming at you, I'm whispering in your ear. So it's
okay.
it's it's kind of an evil song.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah.
Thomas, you are just frying my head right now because really, I was very relaxed
Excellent.
listening to that, and you just made me confused because even the lyric seems like poetic, and I was really going to that vibe, and now you tricked me. You are
Well,
saying that
yeah,
that's
yeah.
evil.
It tricks you. I tricked you. You should be relaxed, and at the same time, it
Relax for
should.
you to kill me.
Yeah, yeah, something like that.
All right. Okay. And is it now? It's a question that's a little bit personal. If you don't want to talk about it, that's fine. Is it about relationship or personal experience about like sunshine and rainbow?
Yeah,
Like you are the rainbow and the other person's sunshine and doesn't go
yeah.
together.
It's definitely personal. I can talk on it.
Okay.
Um it's basically in this song I'm talking about
Please don't cry.
oh, I'm not going to cry, don't worry. I was just finding the
Right.
right words. So
Don't kill
so
anybody.
and I won't do that either, right? Rainbows are ocular phenomenons. They are composed of light. So me saying sunshine and rainbows, don't they go together? I'm saying why why would they not go together? In what world would they not go together? I've had experiences where environments that should welcome me and should be my home do not make me feel welcome. I am, light incarnate. And what place in the world is a place for me if rainbows are not the place for me. So I'm it's I guess I was wrong to say it's an evil song. It's an indignant song. It's a song of
Oh,
me saying,
okay,
why didn't you welcome me? Why didn't I have, why wasn't I included? It's a vengeful song, but it's not, I wouldn't say that it's evil. So it's
okay,
me singing about the parts of life where I feel like I wasn't included. And you
okay.
know, in the song, I say things like, "I'll show." Um, what are the lyrics with? It's eluding me right now. I'll show the world with my light your
Which
true
part here?
colors. Yeah, like I'll show the world with my light your true colors. In the chorus is I'll reveal who you really are behind the facade of colors that you
Mm,
hide behind. I'll show you that you're not very nice. You weren't very nice to me. So that's sort of what the song is about.
okay. And now another question. Boom. Is it about a girlfriend or a boyfriend?
No, in fact, no.
About family?
Nope.
Oh, come on. Come on. I want to know about everything. You don't want to talk about that. Okay, let's
It
go to the next one.
it is about, it's personal, but it's not about a person, it's about society.
Oh, that's great.
It's me speaking to society, yeah, and certain experiences that I've had.
Okay, so it's anyone listening to this song can relate. It's not only about your personal experience, but also about experience of life of others,
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah.
Okay,
Um
great.
yeah, yeah. I think a lot of people could relate to feeling betrayed, to feeling confused, like why am I not welcome here? I think a lot of people nowadays can sort of understand how that feels.
Now we are talking the same language, because then it's very clear for everyone and for myself. Okay, let's go to the next one then, because it
Gotcha.
was let's go. We went to Flame. Rose, it's already reviewed. Flame as well.
Yes.
Let's go to Diamond. Do you want to give any explanation about Diamond, or let's listen to that first and then come back to the lyrics and talk about it?
Um I guess we could listen to it.
Okay, let's go. All tracks with lyrics. That's amazing. I love it.
Thank you. Yeah.
Since I was young, would catch your eye, shining so shiny. I thought that just was an afternoon. Your eyes, 'cause so pretty. Makes you hate me. Eyes so pretty. Breaking. But spark will show when gems are cutting. I know in Even so, I find my light is
Yep, that's Diamond.
Okay, and now we are talking totally different lyrics because now we are talking something that's prairie, or how can I say, someone that's prairie, and also a person that's hating that. How is that
Yes.
possible? You
So
are
it's
playing with our emotions.
so yeah, it's like each song is a different story, a different shade of red. This is written about red diamonds, of course. That's why it's called diamond. It's the rarest kind of diamond, and it's a song about the price of beauty. So there's this conflict that you can see in the lyrics, and you can even hear it of this this haunting, I'm so pretty. And then, but oh, but it makes you hate me. And then at the end, there's this sort of transition when it goes into a different chord progression around the bridge, where it's sort of the twist. Do you hate me or am I just empty? Am I the problem or are you the problem? So it's this sort of conversation of sort of who the problem is. It's about the price of beauty. It's about denial. It's about something that I think a lot of people can relate to. And it's written to be, out of all the songs on the album, it's definitely more mainstream. It's written in that classic C major to A minor chord progression. It's which is very familiar. You hear it everywhere. It's written with sort of um, with like eighth notes that make it sound sort of like classic. It sounds like something you'd maybe hear at a slow dance or at a jazz club. It sounds a little bit more mainstream because it's written to sort of personify the price of beauty and the beauty queen and the prima donna and things like that. So that's Diamond.
Okay, wow. His lyrics is full of information behind it. It's not only lyrics. Ah, okay. It's true art. And
Thanks.
talking about art, what about that cover? Is it made by artificial intelligence and is it you as well?
Yes, it's both.
Okay, that's interesting. So you are using artificial intelligence to, how can I say, lapidate your diamonds.
Yes, something about that. Something
Okay,
like
good.
that.
Good, I like it.
Thank you.
I'm not against artificial intelligence. I think we can use that as
Yeah,
a tool to improve the art we are doing, the music we are making, and cover arts, etc. We should not reject it.
right.
We should learn how to work with it.
And it's also it's nice because they're my own modeling pictures, and the idea of, and you can sort of see on my name there, the idea of that entering the dream. If you look at my profile picture, the message and the sort of the big underlying message of this whole thing, this secret, is that we're entering a dream. So when I take my own image and I alter it with AI, it creates something realistic, but it's uncanny, which is exactly what we're working with when we're asleep and we're dreaming. It's what we see in our dreams. It's like this uncanny feeling. So in applying AI to all of my work, all the cover art and all the album art and stuff, it except for the first one, because that's Rose, because that's when we were entering the dream. In doing that, I'm encompassing this feeling that we're inside of a dream while we're inside of the album.
Okay, all right, that's nice. Let me see here. I have just a comment here on Instagram from Dimitri. Hello, pophits.co. Hello, Dimitri. Welcome. And for everyone watching, just leave your comments. We are going to read it online. And there is Isaac Vino. He's saying that your music style is dream pop for sure. Yeah,
Oh,
Isaac.
cool.
Yeah, Isaac. And he said that before we started talking about it. Okay.
Ah,
So yeah, Isaac, it's dream pop for sure. And uh, about this, the last track you were listening to, there is some sort of guitar crying there, right?
y- yes. There are guitar arpeggios in the background the whole time.
It's very melancholic. It's
Very,
I feel that
very. Yeah.
it provoke some emotions that we are not expecting, you know,
Yes.
and it's
It's very melancholy, and I think also what you're hearing is I have a pad in the background that comes in like in the background. It's like it sounds like it's whining, and it sounds like it's aching. It's like this isolating. I don't know how to explain it, but I put it in because it had this isolating feeling. There are also some other pads that contribute, like a fractal, like a crystalline quality, like a ringing, because it
yeah.
sounds melancholy, like we're in a honestly, like we're in a room after the party has ended. That's sort of what the song feels like.
And I can find always, I think the last time I said the same, there is a kind of Gregorian style of song
Yeah, yeah.
voice in the background. I always think about that. If I close my eyes with very good earphones, oh my god, drinking a cup of wine would be amazing. Just to relax and listen to that. Great. Let
Thank
me
you.
check the next one.
So, I will say, heads up, the song is 7 minutes. It's long. It's
Blood.
Blood is 7 minutes. So I will say one thing about Blood. Each of them transition into one another. So Rose was about the forest, and Flame
Wait, wait,
followed
wait, wait, wait.
Rose.
Let's go down then. Rose, say again.
Rose is about love and nature, so it's green in the forest. Flame is about fire, and it's like almost like wildfires follow forests. Diamonds, well, diamonds are minerals that are born of incredible heat in the earth, so that's the transition from flame. Blood is about the things that we do for precious items like diamonds. It's a criticism of the things that we do for material items, and it's a criticism of other things too. So blood is out of every, I just want to give you a warning. Actually, I don't think we can listen to the whole song because part of it is explicit.
Oh,
Yeah. We can listen to the first half, but when it gets past the second chorus, there are a couple expletives there. Just a
but
forewarning.
about what? Oh, just let us know, like with good words, not
There,
explicit.
there's the shit word,
Oh, okay.
and then
Oh
there's the
no, it's not. It's not a problem, guys. Is it a problem? No, it's not. It's not a
and then
problem.
there's the slut word at the end.
Oh no, it's not a problem too, because
Okay,
it's like rappers. They always use some, swear words sometimes, and no, it's not.
just two.
We only have problems with like naked pictures, etc., or
Oh,
music
gotcha.
videos with nudity. So it's not your case.
This
I,
song
I
is like,
actually, it's not your case here on Spotify, but if you go to Instagram or YouTube, we can see some naked picture. That's not him, but you
right,
can
right,
check
right, right. Yeah, there's a
that.
lot of that. No, there's more of that in Guts too. The last song, by the way.
You are exploring too many naked pictures because your music is making you naked as well, right?
Yeah, yeah.
It's your vulnerable side.
it's
You are
it's
just
everything. It's like
exactly.
honestly rose, like the petals of a rose. It's like I've sliced my brain up into 7 slices and I've just served it to you on a platter.
Why seven?
7 songs.
All right. He's always he's always just like matching things like a puzzle. At the end, there is a meaning for everything.
Yes.
You are a true artist, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Let's
Oh,
go
but
to blood.
I will say one more thing about Blood.
Yeah,
If Diamond is the beauty queen of the album, then Blood is the Carrie, the girl that gets covered in pig's blood, the one who's really mad and angry. Blood is by far the angriest and the dirtiest song. Just a heads up. It's not a very
right,
nice song.
right.
Even though you may be a little haunted thought, because you're always needed. I should let you know that those who take the most has to be taken back. Be humble because God knows that all you are, you it's just flesh and bones below the sea when God don't blame me because of he brings and no one won't know. Okay, so take my heart, take your eyes, 'cause you are not for me. Why can't you just come up with new ideas? You little shits, I know you have to take it. I should let you know that those who take the most has to be taken back. Little smile cried out to you. I'll take away what whatever's real. You dare try with nothing cry. You can feel after all you uncut you wouldn't shed a tear.
Okay. Yikes. Um,
Good.
yeah. Okay. We don't have much time left, so I'll make it really quick. Okay. Blood is about plagiarism. Blood is about creative blood being stolen. Blood is also about many areas in life in which I feel like my blood has been spilled for someone else's benefit. So it's a very bitter song. It's like as we're listening to it, it's like I'm mocking you, I'm making fun of you. Like, oh, you can't do anything yourself, sort of thing. Like it's a very bitter song. Um, it's very long and it's very thick and rich because blood is thick and rich. Like blood, as in like the blood in our veins, is thick and rich. So I wrote it to be long and cumbersome, but I also wrote it to be very obnoxious. Like it gets annoying after a while. Like, like I'm spelling every single word out and spelling every single syllable out because I'm trying to be condescending in the song. So Blood is like the killer clown. Blood is like the jester of the album. It's like the really bitter Joker sort of thing going on.
All right. So it was released in August and it's
Yes.
part of the album Rose that you are releasing the last day, in the last hour, the last second of 2023,
Right.
31st of December, right?
Correct.
Great. What about the cover? Is it you too?
Yep.
The guy is producer. He's a singer. He's also a model.
That was one of
Well,
my modeling pictures, and then I basically took a lot of like negative value and I put it on my face to hide my identity, because blood is supposed to be like well, actually I hide my identity on all the cover art except the last one, because
okay.
the last one is supposed to be like I've evolved and it's my true form, but we're not quite there yet, so we just have a black screen.
Okay. But very sexy anyway. I have to
Thank
comment
you.
on that.
Thank you. Yes,
Uh,
the mystery of it.
yeah. Let's go to the next one then. So, Rose, Flame, Diamond, Blood, and Lucy.
Lucy.
Who is
Lucy.
Lucy?
Lucy follows blood to remind us of the things that, unlike material items, like the things that are talked about in blood, the things that have infinite value. So Lucy is about the things in life that have infinite value.
Is it about a cat too? Because I can see a cat here.
Yes.
Okay, is your cat? His cat is Lucy. Okay, meow.
Yep.
Right, let's go.
That's Lucy.
All right. I have just curiosity here, because I know Lucy, for example, is dedicated to something you like. Okay, there is no anger, etc. But it's still a little bit scary for
Lucy.
real.
Yeah, yeah.
'Cause-
I know what you mean. Lucy is a song about grief, and it's slow and it's heavy. And I have a pad that's called the mother of all pads in my DW that comes in about halfway through the song. It
Mm,
swells about halfway through, and it's a deep, deep pad because that's grief, and grief is ugly, and death is ugly, and death is scary. So it's a song for Lucy. It's a memorial for her. I dedicate it to her, but at the same time, it's grief, and that's why
okay.
it's scary and it's a little sad. Well, it's very sad and it's a little scary because it's like we don't understand death. This is why, I say blood is material in comparison to this. Blood is talking about, oh, I feel like people have ripped me off. But Lucy is about death. And
Okay.
there's nothing deeper than death. So
Okay.
that's why it sort of has that characteristic.
I think I could how can I say? I could tune on that energy of Lucy,
Yeah.
because just with the effects he used, and it was amazing,
Thank
really,
you.
really good.
Thank you.
So, what's the next one then?
Star.
Star.
Star is I I've been talking about how each one like transitions into the next. So Lucy was about my cat who passed away. Star is follows Lucy because Lucy's spirit was my bridge to the universe. So now we're talking about stars in space.
Oh, okay. So now we are outside of our planet.
Yes.
Okay. Were
We're
you
outside.
high when you made this one?
That's funny.
You didn't say no, so I will get that for yes.
Is there time? Oh, I shine.
then it fades out to static the same way it faded in, because it's like we're tuning the radio of space, and we've happened to cross a frequency, and that's what it's supposed to be like a radio frequency. That's why it's flanked by the static. So star is about mortality, it's about time, it's about hopes and dreams, and how much time do we have left to be the best versions of ourselves. And the red is the red giant. It refers to the red giant, which is a star's. It's a death. It's a phase of death of a star. It's the red giant. Um, and I identify with the red giant because for years I've had giant red hair. You can't tell right now because it's back and it's whatever, but I had I had giant red hair for years. It's one of the reasons I was in modeling. And I'm 27. I'm not getting any younger, and someday the hair is going to fall out. So it's sort of, I use red giant as a way to invoke themes of mortality, because as you get older, you change, things change, your hair falls out. Red giant hair. So that was sort of the thinking
Okay,
here.
that's a very, very nice analogy. And man, why don't you explore your hair in your image? It's
I
so
have, I
strong.
have, oh, I have.
Mm.
I applied to many modeling agencies and many talent agencies across the country.
But I'm
Um,
talking now about your music. Why don't you explore on the covers, etc.?
well, I am there. If you look closely, you can see my hair is down in that picture. It's the fire of the
I
star.
know, but I'm saying like explicitly, the same way you explored for brains as a model, to explore as well for your covers,
I
even if it's
can.
modified in some way, with effects, etc. But you have a very symmetric face and a
Thank
very nice
you.
hair, so you
Thank you.
should do it.
I
The next album, next year.
Yeah, yeah. I think I really wanted to keep it figurative, like we were inside of a dream in this album. I really wanted to obscure my identity. If you notice in all of my album covers except the last one, my face is obscured. In
Yes.
Rose, half of my face is showing. In Flame, only my forehead is showing. In Diamond, I'm completely different because my skin is red. In Blood, my face isn't showing at all. In Lucy, my cat is blocking my face. In Star, you can't see my left eye. So I've obscured my identity in all of these thus far because we're not out of the dream yet. And so now we come across Guts, and Guts is the last one. I just want to make one note because I forgot something. I didn't forget why Lucy is a shade of red. All the other songs have been shades of red. Lucy is a shade of red because Lucy had hyperesthesia, and she would lick her belly until she bled. So when I think of Lucy, I think of the color red as well. Um,
Okay.
and then so the next one is Guts, and the same way each one has followed the previous. Guts follows Star because my thinking is, what are we and our most animal, carnal, natural instincts if not recycled star matter? So that's where Guts comes in.
Right, and your image is also on the background of the rose.
Yes. And you could
Okay,
tell my whole face is showing now. So this is the very last one. This is the end of the story.
okay, let's go there. Oh,
Yes.
I have to comment to make a comment here. There is a band from Iceland. Yeah, Iceland. They are Sigaros. It's very similar in some way
Really.
to the music they are doing. Sigaros.
How do you spell that?
Sigur. Sigur Ross.
Okay. Sigur.
Sigur, separate ROS.
Ah, I see that. Okay, now I see him.
Okay. They have a very nice style of music that I love, especially for music videos, very relaxing and similar to the dream pop you are making, but they use a little bit more guitar riffs and
Sure.
effects, and it's incredible. There is one song that's Opipola. It's a folk mixed with dream pop. Oh my god, that's incredible. You put your phones. don't use any drugs because you are going to be very high with those. That's
I'll
amazing.
I'll have to check them out.
Do it and let me know your opinion because I love it
I
for
will. I
real.
will.
Let's go to guts then. Nice colors.
Thank you. Yeah, the pink rose.
Do you remember when we thought now we deserve all we should want? Don't we learn just to let it lie? Lest we should even dare to try. I can't help myself. Although it makes no sense, and I think I'd repent. But I can't feel my legs. God beside my trust me if you just let yours be mine. They say we shouldn't let our fear stop us from feeling all our years. When our chances pass us by, we learn the reason as to why. Just not content with where my time has went. I can't be young again, but I can try my best. God beside trust me if you just let yours be mine. Yes, I trust me if you just let yours be mine.
So that's Guts. Have to move quick here because we don't have any time left. So let me just talk quick about what that is about. So Guts is about liberation. It's about taking all the pain and all the experiences, all the songs that we experienced and everything that they talked about, the anger, the sadness, the love, the heartbreak, the betrayal, the vengeance, all of that, and just letting it go. It's about release. It's about evolution. It's about recognizing the time that we've lost, the things that we've lost, those that we've lost, and moving on anyway. And it sort of takes after, sort of the way Rose takes after a quote from a movie that I like. Um, but to make yourself feel nothing so as to not feel anything, what a waste. So it's talking about we shouldn't let our fears stop us from having experiences just because we're afraid of the pain that might follow a really nice, lovely experience. After all, if I was afraid of, if I let my fear of new experiences get in the way, I would have never written this album because I know I never would have met that person on that lovely, romantic, rainy night in August of 2021, July of 2021. And therefore, I never would have been very badly hurt and I never would have written this album. So all of that was born, all of this was born from that night because that was sort of the key to having all of these conversations with myself. So with that, I close the Book of Rose on the 7th chapter, and it loops back because Guts is about sex. It's about sex, and it's about liberation, which I think is a very nice pairing because they go hand in hand. And it loops back around because what is born of that, which that is something new. So it loops back around into Rose because what comes of that is life. So that's Guts. One last note about Guts. It showcases the most of my vocal range. I hit a very, very high note towards the very, very end
I
because
love it.
yeah, because I was like, this is the last song. I wanna uh, acknowledge that this is the last song. So I sang to C5, which is high for me. That's a rocker moment right there. That singing all the way up there. And then I sang to G6, which I thought was cute because the song starts with the letter G, the no G, whatever. But so that's
for
Guts.
for this for this topic, everything is valid because during sex everything is valid. There
True.
is that you can explore things, and in this case
Exactly.
you're exploring the other sides of your voice. The next album I want to hear some falsetto too.
You want to hear some what?
Falsetto.
Oh yeah, falsetto. Yeah, that would be fun. Um, oh, one more cool thing about Guts that I want to mention: the bridge, that last section that plays before the last chorus. It goes into E minor for a second. Na 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 na. Do you remember those notes? Where are they
Yeah.
from? They're from the first song. So
Oh yeah.
the bridge in Guts is a bridge to the end of the song, but it's also a bridge to the beginning of the album.
Wait, let me just ask you something. If we hear those songs without space between them, are they all connected?
No, no, no. They're not all like completely perfectly connected, but sort of having E minor for a second in the bridge is a nice reference to the fact that Rose starts on those two notes in E minor.
Right. Okay. Okay.
The the that would have been nice, but at the same time I was like, they're all so different. And if I confine my agenda here to try and making them all play perfectly in time with one another, it's going to limit my ability to tell
Yeah,
each
that's true.
individual story.
maybe an EP with three songs could work better with this concept, because then they are three songs, and it's you can explore less topics, and but anyway they will be connected and
Yeah,
people will be listening to them all one matching the other. So
yeah,
would
I
be
could do
interesting.
that.
Just an
Um,
idea.
it's an idea, it's a concept. I could do that. Um, the we didn't really have time for it today, but I have promos for everything that we just listened to, and like videos that I made, and the last one, the very last one, is special because the last one, during the bridge of the song that I just explained, it goes all the way back to the beginning and it cycles through all the videos. So it's a very nice way to tie it all together.
Where we can find it?
Um, we can go to my website, or we can go to social media, whatever you think, wherever you think the playback will be better.
What's the website?
I have a website, yeah,
Which one? What's the website address?
thomasbernardhoward.com.
Okay, okay. So all social networks, Thomas Bernard Howard, except X, former Twitter. That's Thomas B. Howard. And the website is thomasbernardhoward.com, where you can find all the material for promotion, etc., and many information about this project. That's Rose, an album with 7 tracks, and the next project. So follow Thomas on
Mhm.
social networks and save his website address, because if you want to know what's coming next, I'm sure it's gonna be full of meaning and true art, because everything Thomas do, it's all full of art. It's not only lyrics and music. There is a lot of meaning behind that.
Thank you.
Thomas, thank you very much for your presence here again, because this is his second interview. And when you have new projects, just come to us again. I'm very
Oh,
curious
I will.
about what's coming next. All right.
I will. I will. I wanted to give us more time, so like I didn't want to, like, when we interviewed after Rose, I was like, I don't know if I want to come back immediately because I would only have one song. So I waited until I had six more in a full album, so we had a lot of stuff to talk about.
And you could explore all of them. It was really nice interview. I loved it for
Thank
real.
you. Thank you.
And
No, thank you for interviewing me and being able, giving me an opportunity to talk and stuff. So I really appreciate that.
always, we are here to help and to support new artists. And I'm very, it's a pleasure for me to show to our audience artists like you that never stop, and you are building by yourself, works as a reference for everyone starting a new career from scratch. And another thing is you are changing your career from modeling to producing music and for yourself. It's something very difficult, and you are
Yep.
doing very well. I love the results.
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
stay online just for a second. We are going to finish now, but I'm gonna talk to you. Okay.
Okay.
See you next time.
See you next time.